Hi everyone, this is Heather Ledford and this is my scientific investigation video for the class Science 3216. The title of my investigation is called Candy, Soda, and Explosions. My research question for this video is, do outside factors affect the explosion between Coke and Mentos? And my hypothesis is that outside factors do affect the explosion between Coke and Mentos. It's like temperature, color, or brand of the soda. The independent variable in my experiment is the characteristics of the soda, like if it's cold, hot, room temperature, if it's yellow or dark soda, or if it's diet or regular soda. The dependent variable is the height of the explosion, and when I mix the Coke and Mentos, and the control variable will be how many Mentos that I put in each soda. I'm going to put 2 Mentos into each soda. The way that I carried out this investigation was I did each investigation for each characteristic separately. So when I tested if temperature at first I tested if diet or regular soda had a bigger explosion, if the height was bigger. And when I put 2 Mentos into each, and the diet soda had a height of 36 inches. And I did a second trial with that just to make sure, and it also had a height of 36 inches. And then I tested the height of the regular soda, and I put 2 Mentos into that, and it had a height of 21 inches. And with the second trial with the regular soda, it had a height of like 22 inches. So basically the same thing. So that told me that diet soda and regular soda, the factors of that does have an effect on the explosion, and that diet soda has a bigger explosion. So because I found out that diet soda has a bigger explosion, for my next two I used diet drinks. So to test the color, I used Diet Coke, which in the first investigation we found out had an explosion of 36 inches. And I used Diet Sundrop, and it had an explosion of 15 inches. And when I did the second trial with the Diet Sundrop, it was 14 inches. So it was around the same thing. So that tells me that the darker color of the soda, so the color of the soda does affect the height of the explosion, and that the darker color gives a higher height. For my next experiment, I tested the temperature to see if that has an effect on the explosion between Coke and Mentos. And I had 2 diet sodas in the freezer for 15 minutes, and the explosion of the 2 diet sodas were 15 inches, and my second trial was 9 inches. So that tells me that the temperature of a cold soda does affect the explosion, and that colder drinks will have a shorter height distance explosion. Difficulties that I encountered while carrying out this experiment. I didn't really have any difficulties. Everything went very smoothly. My future research questions, because Diet Coke and Sundrop are made by a different brand, I was wondering if that had an effect on the explosion. And a reflection about what I learned. I learned that when you carry out an experiment, you need to do a number of trials for each one. Like, I need to do 2 trials for each of my investigations, because one of the sodas could have been flat or something could have been wrong with it. So to make sure that I have a valid experiment, I needed to carry out 2 trials. Well, that's it for my investigation. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much.